Christian, first game back in a derby game. How'd you feel? Come in 33 minutes.
Yeah, felt pretty good. Obviously, a little bit of rust, and wish I could have had a couple chances back. But there was a long road to recovery, and I'm just thankful to be back and be playing the sport that I love, and you know, trying to entertain the people that love me. So happy and just thrilled to not have any more symptoms, and hopefully we can get on a good swing of momentum.
Was it any easier, any harder to come in at a certain intensity level, knowing it was Portland you were going to come in and face?
From an intensity standpoint, no. I mean, I'm ready for the game, right? I want to play, and I want to help the team in any way I can. With intensity, obviously, coming back from a head injury, you don't want to put yourself too much at risk, right, for another concussion. So there was a bit of hesitation, but that'll go away with time. And again, just glad that I don't have these symptoms anymore, because it was a very frustrating injury.
Brian said that there were some precautions about not wanting you to go in on corners or risk a header. Is that hard when your intuition is such that you just want to go out there and play kind of as you normally would in most circumstances?
Yeah, especially when when you're playing and you forget about what happened these last 8 weeks, right? And you're playing in a big game in front of a big crowd, against your rivals. You want to fight for every ball, and as I get older, I become a little bit more cautious with coming back from injuries like this, and but it's always difficult when the game's 100 miles an hour, and you're expected to try to make a difference.
Does it weigh on you at all that you haven't been able to beat the Timbers, your arch rivals, at home in so long?
Yeah, of course. We want to beat the Timbers at home, and it has been a frustrating, I think, 4 or 5 years now of not winning at home, and we wanted to change that today, right? I think we'll have another opportunity later in the year, but it does sting that we didn't get the chance or I guess we didn't play up to our standards to feel like we deserved a win. I think a tie is a fair result. I didn't think neither team created a lot, but it's unfortunate that we couldn't pull away with 3 points.
Can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere today, especially since you were able to probably see a little bit more since you entered the game late?
Yeah, it was amazing. It took me back to pre-COVID, right? When we opened up the top level for big games like this, and hopefully we can have many more opportunities to do so, because the more people we have in the stands, the harder it is for away teams to come and play, and it becomes a little bit or much more of a fortress than when we don't have the top level open. So we hope to have many more games like this, but look, at the end of the day, for us, we need to do better and create more and be a little bit more cohesive in front of the goal.
It felt like a pretty conservative approach in this game. Was that by design, or was that just sort of the way it played out?
I think it's just the way it played out. I mean, heavy legs for us, right? With guys coming in and out of the lineup, guys getting hurt, coming off a tough result, and obviously we didn't want to concede a goal, and against Portland, it always seems like half a chance goes in. So for us, it wasn't by design that we had a conservative approach, but it's just kind of how it played out, and felt like we had 10 minutes, 15 minutes where we could have probably put the game away if we were sharper with 1 or 2 or more passes, and unfortunately that wasn't the case today.
When you're coming into the game kind of in the state it is, what's your message both to kind of the team and then yourself? What are you looking for, and then what have you seen from the bench that you're trying to show them?
Well, I think coming off the bench, being a leader in the locker room, right? It's important to be that presence, even if I'm not on the field, and I tried to do so these last 7-8 weeks. when I was injured, but it's just different, right? And then coming off the bench, when you get onto that field, bringing that bit of energy, that bit of confidence, that bit of aggressiveness. You saw it early when I came in, trying to get some crosses, get into the zones that we want to get into, and unfortunately we didn't have the quality in front of goal, but provide that spark was my main goal.
What do you think some of the things the team needs to do to convert these scoring opportunities and finish them out?
Well, I think runners in the box is really important, right? You don't give yourself a chance to get on the end of a cross if there's one guy in the box. And so that's probably going to be a point of emphasis for us. Obviously, cleaner, taking one more second to cross the ball and not feeling rushed. And then there's going to be moments in training that we'll have to kind of shake off that rust, right? We've rotated a lot of guys. Guys have been in and out of the lineup, so it's kind of hard to find that gel that kind of helps us with our chemistry. So I think once we have a little bit more consistent lineup and a good training session, we'll be all right.
So you're saying it was a frustrating last 4 to 5 years against Portland. Would you see today's result as a glass half full?
It's a tough question because. No, actually. I mean, look, we got 4 points out of 9, in our last 3 games at home, and we pride ourselves on obviously having clean sheets at home and scoring a lot of goals. So I would take this as a negative, not being able to beat Portland, and. Hopefully we can kind of bring that energy and beat Charlotte when that time comes.
Can you talk?
I was going to say a little bit about Steph Fry. He's got 8 clean sheets now, 100 in his career right now. So can you talk a little bit about him and kind of helping you guys at least stay in the games?
Yeah, Steph is a really important piece of our team. He's so consistent and brings that leadership from the back. Keeps us in games when we probably shouldn't be. So Steph is extremely vital for our success and our success moving forward. And credit to him. Obviously, 100 games of clean sheets is incredible, and I'm sure he'll be the first one to tell you that he's upset with not getting a win. But for an individual stat, I mean that's incredible for him.
Can you talk a little bit about the orange ribbon and giving you the platform to talk about it?
Yeah, I think I think it's an important issue for us, for the U.S. right now. Gun violence is a touchy subject, I think, for a lot of people. But we've always talked about regulating gun. And how that being a difficult task to do, but at the end of the day, we just want a safe world. So if that's educating people with wearing orange, I think that's a good thing that we're doing.